So, a little while ago, we had, during Pride Month, the Knoxville Pride Parade, which uh, I tried to warn the LGBT community in Knoxville Pride that there were some assholes coming to try to disrupt the whole thing. I want to say it was Shield Wall Network, but I don't recall immediately. All of these Chud groups, they're all the same. They're all a continuum of chuddery. But I remember distinctly the leaders of Knoxville Pride advised their LGBT members to not engage with the white supremacists. And if you do engage, you will be kicked out of the parade. So what that essentially implied was like, hey, gay people, LGBT people, you're not allowed to defend yourself against attacks. You're not allowed to defend yourself. You're just supposed to lay down and, get let the chuds just, own you, basically. So the leadership of Knox Pride was, and rightly so, condemned, and they had to step down. But this article just shows that, I was right and they were wrong. And it wasn't just me who was right. It was a whole bunch of people who were right in denouncing what Knoxville Pride had to say about, their lackluster response to potential violence from white nationalists and fascists. So this is from Rebecca Wright from the Knoxville News Centennial, published 6 days ago. So it says, while thousands lined Gay Street in support of Knox Pride Fest on Saturday, there were approximately a dozen protesters. And there was a dozen chuds there, fucking idiots. You were outnumbered, thousands to a dozen. It says Knoxville Pride officer Will Wilson confirmed that one protester who identified himself as a white nationalist was arrested and charged with assault. Alright, let's see the chud of the hour here. Oh my god. Now, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch my Knoxville Pride warning, but this could have been one of the guys on the warning list. I don't know if I had a list of chuds that I was saying these are the dudes to watch out for, but I mean that's what comes to mind when I think of a fucking chud. Somebody like him. Oh shit. Says the protester was identified in an arrest warrant as 33-year-old Kynan Dutton. Around 1:20 p.m., police were monitoring two opposing groups entering State Street parking garage when witnesses reported seeing Dutton push a man to the ground, according to the warrant. The alleged victim suffered minor scratches and bruises. He did not need medical attention. Well, that's good. I'm glad that he didn't get hurt. Too bad. He said earlier in the day, Dutton spoke to the USA Today network, Tennessee. He identified himself as a leader of the Tennessee National Socialist Movement, and spoke about why he showed up to Knox Pride Test. There's pro-white organizations out here for the protesting of this act of sexual deviance and degeneracy that is being promoted upon our youth. Alright. You're talking about our youth. Dude, you're 33 and you're talking like you're an old fucking man. It's probably because you listen to all these old, decrepit fucking racist, dried up pieces of shit. Just opining about how it was good back in the good old days, back when the blacks knew their place. Fucking idiot. It says, the protesters gathered at the intersection of Summit Hill Drive and Gay Street. They stood at the corner shouting at parade participants and viewers. Many of them wore camouflage clothing and bandanas covering their faces. Oh, what? You're afraid to show off your fucking white, pasty-ass white Aryan master race face? Show off your master race face, dude. Don't be afraid. William Raymond, a protester with the group of white nationalist supporters, talked about his duty to the country. We're here to support God and do the right thing for our people and country, said Raymond. Wow. That's, so here's Chuddo being arrested. Cool, dude. You're a real martyr for your fucking cause. Your fucking idiotic cause. Look at these idiots. It says 1 Corinthians 6:9, unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom. Well, guess what, dude? You fucking nerds can keep your little nerdy little kingdom and have your knights and your dragons and your grand wizards. And meanwhile, in the real world, we'll help build a fucking socialist, gay, space, luxury, communist paradise, and you fuckers aren't invited. It says Knoxville isn't your Sodom and Gommorah. Alright. Yeah, it's Knoxville. It's not Sodom and Gomorrah, dude. And first of all, Sodom and Gomorrah sounded like a pretty fucking kick-ass place if you ask me. Sounded like they got their freak on every night in big old citywide orgies. I'd rather live in Sodom and Gomorrah than around fucking scumbags like you. And that guy, he's too far away. I can't see him. Oh, but here he is though. Look at him. He's got a cool tat, dude. I'm sure that, you know, you get lots of job offers with that fucking tattoo on your neck. I mean, what kind of life do you lead when you have that brand on your fucking neck? I mean, what are you forced to do? Go work for like some weird Nazi organization somewhere? How do you make a living? Do you just eat mom's tendies and make good boy points? It says, after the end of the parade passed in Summit Hill, the protesters were escorted by KPD to the Knoxville Civic Auditorium and Coliseum where the Pride Fest Festival was taking place. KPD had a designated area set up for the protesters. However, protesters refused to use the space provided. They were then escorted to protest near a parking garage outside the Coliseum. The counter-protest movement followed the protesters throughout the day. The counter-protesters outnumbered the protesters, and various Pride Fest attendees joined in throughout the day. So, yeah, Pride leadership, looks like you should just fucking let your people fight to defend themselves. Don't just bend over and let the chuds have their way with you. It says, I be Goings Hopper. The counter-protester was disappointed with the anti-pride displays. It's unfortunate that there's so much hate among neighbors, Goings Hopper said. After 2 hours of protest, the group was escorted to the State Street parking garage where police said the assault occurred. So, yeah, Kynan Dutton, real example of the master race. Holy shit, these people are real. They're not like characters in a movie, ladies and gentlemen. They live and walked among us. It's almost like they're aliens or something, like aliens from outer space, not illegal aliens. I don't have a problem with illegal aliens, but aliens from outer space. They're like walking among us, dude. They don't think like us. They think in this stupid, dumb chud mind that what they're doing is right, and that they're on the side of God, and they're on the side of Jesus in America. Fucking pathetic.